Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, the challenger. He is a striker, sitting 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in officially 184 3/4 pounds. His professional record in 13 bouts, 11 victories, with 2 defeats. Fighting out of Pleven, Bulgaria, here is Deyan Topalski. And next, his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. He is a wrestler, standing 6 feet 1 inch tall. Official weight, 145 pounds. His professional record stands 1 victory. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the winner, the middleweight champion of the world from Oslo, Norway, the defending the Joker, Hermansson. Referee once again, Rich Mitchell.
Let's go. Okay, gentlemen, I expect you to protect yourselves at all times and obey my instructions at all times. Touch gloves, step back.
What a stare down.
Referee Rich Mitchell getting this one underway. Jack Hermansson in the black with white trim. Deyan Topalski in the white with black trim. Brad Wharton and Josh Palmer privileged to call the action, and we are underway. 5-minute rounds in the Cage Warriors middleweight division for the spoils, for the middleweight championship of the world.
And immediately we see the movement of Hermansson versus the stalking nature of Topalski striking.
Hermansson pouring away at that lead hand, trying to set up the big overhand right.
Again, Topalski the southpaw, so the 3rd time tonight we get this toe-to-toe matchup. Watch for Hermansson to really change the distance quickly.
Josh, as you touched upon during the walkouts and earlier this evening, Hermansson does have that phenomenal national level wrestling background to fall back on if he needs it, so don't be surprised to see the level change, as well as the fist flying from Jack Hermansson. And the crowd here in Jordan getting behind this fight, getting behind the champ.
Oh, and you see immediately trying to counter that kick. Grabbed a hold of it quickly, straight onto the back of Topalski. Topalski's going to try and scrape Hermansson off the cage here.
And the crowd chanting Jack, as Jack Hermansson looks to impose his authority on this fight.
Topalski needs to keep his back to the cage here. If he lets Hermansson get between him and the fence, then there's going to be problems. Nice Kimura grip for Hermansson, though. Give him a few things to think about.
And I've been fortunate enough to see a number of Bulgarian fighters fight live recently, Josh, and the main takeaway is that these guys are really tough. Bulgarian MMA really entering something of a boom period now, back in the home country, and the fighters starting to travel abroad to get experiences on bigger stages. It doesn't come much bigger than the main event here at Cage Warriors 71.
Topalski did a good job of getting that left arm back inside, but here he's got to try and turn to his left. Cannot give his back, as we see there. Oh, and that's because Hermansson switched his Kimura grip to the other side, and that's going to allow him to lever Topalski back around. Slipping up to the rear naked.
Trying to sink that choke. Topalski defending finally, though.
Yeah, Topalski's going to have to keep this 2-on-1 here, but Hermansson staying glued to his back.
Deyan Topalski needs to find a way out of this position, trying to get back to his feet here, Josh.
Yeah, that grip that Hermansson has on his wrist is really stopping him from turning the way he wants. Oh, and that's good work from Hermansson to bring him away from the fence.
Jack Hermansson is no small human being to have on your back. Elbows and punches coming in now from the Joker.
Well, we've merely switched sides here. Topalski's got to turn to his right. Again, if he can keep that 2-on-1 grip there, he's relatively safe from strikes and chokes.
Hermansson trying to free the arm.
It's a really technical position. Hermansson with that left wrist of Topalski wrapped up.
Cage Warriors back on your screens in September. A huge event in Newport, Wales. 2 world title fights Jack Marshman versus Che Mills also on the card. But right now it's the middleweights. Jack Hermansson, Deyan Topalski.
Oh, and that's better from Hermansson. Body triangle immediately. We saw him do this to Parisi.
Very similar to the final moments of the Parisi fight. Hermansson dominated from back position. Big punch there from Hermansson.
Yeah, getting a surprising amount of power. You see the attention on his face there.
Topalski does not like these punches. Jack Hermansson is unleashing, and Jack Hermansson stops Deyan Topalski, and he is still the Cage Warriors middleweight champion of the world. The Joker gets the last laugh.
It is so rare that you see someone generate that kind of power from that position, but Jack Hermansson landed 1, 2, 3. You saw the attention, the aggression on his face, and once they started landing, his finishing instinct kicked in, and he put Topalski away.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone generate that much power from such a short distance, Josh.
No, I mean, he got such fantastic rotation. Of course, the body triangle as well wasn't helping. It was pinning his opponent in place. Let's have a look at the replays of that.
And here we see him free the arm. And it's these first few shots. He's smiling at first.
And that one,
ended the giggles.
Right on the end of the jaw, really racking the brain of Topalski. And there, Topalski tried to bail out, and Hermansson said, I'm not going to try and choke you, I'm just going to lay in some more ground and pound.
And Deyan Topalski protested the stoppage after the fact, but it really couldn't be much fairer than that, Josh. A phenomenal stoppage, and still the champ, Jack Hermansson. Let's throw it to Joe Martinez in the cage as we see the stoppage here, and Joe Martinez is about to give us the official result.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at the official time. 4 minutes, 9 seconds, round number 1. Stoppage due to strikes for your winner by TKO victory, and still the reigning CWFC middleweight champion of the world, Jack the Joker Hermansson!
Huge win for Jack the Joker Hermansson.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, he wanted to come in, make a statement, and say, I'm not letting this belt go easily, and he did exactly that. You know, as soon as he got the chance to close the distance, we said in the opener he might use his wrestling. That's exactly what he did. Pinned himself to the back of Topalski and did not let up. And it was, you know, it may have looked slightly stagnant at times, but it was a very technical array of grip fighting. And then what you saw was the aggression and the finishing, and we've seen that from Hermansson before. You give him the tiniest opening and he will put you away.
And his finishes go, Josh, they don't really come more spectacular than that. Huge, huge power from a short distance. A very unique finish from Jack Hermansson, and one I get the feeling we'll be seeing on highlight reels for some time.
Yeah, I can't wait to see who we get him to fight next.